Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Easy to Go Notes, and today I'm here with a really interesting topic in science, which is nutrition in animals, and I am quite sure that all of you will be able to get your concepts clear in limited amount of time. Without further ado, let's begin. We all require food for the growth, repair, and the functioning of the body. In the previous chapter, we have learned that plants can make their own food with the process of photosynthesis, while animals cannot make their own food. Hence, animals are dependent on plants for their food. Based on this, the animals are classified into three types: the herbivores, carnivores, and the omnivores. The herbivorous animals directly eat plants, while the carnivorous animals eat other animals, which in turn eat plants. So carnivorous animals are indirect consumers of plants. Omnivorous animals eat both plants and other animals. Nutrition is the process of taking in food and its utilization by the body. Nutrition involves in five processes: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. First, the food is taken in, it is digested by the body, then the food is absorbed, and the leftover waste is excreted out. In this video, we will be talking about ingestion. The alimentary canal is a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity and ends in the anus. The food passes through the buccal cavity or the mouth, then it passes through the food pipe or the esophagus, it goes through the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, which ends at the rectum, and finally is excreted out of the anus. The digestive juices convert complex substances of food into simpler ones, and glands secrete these digestive juices because they are made of special cells which are able to secrete chemical substances. The alimentary canals plus the glands form the digestive system. Alright, coming back to ingestion. The simple definition of ingestion is the taking of complex organic food. That's it. The mouth or the buccal cavity. The food is taken in through the mouth, it is chewed and then broken down into smaller pieces. The mouth includes the teeth, the tongue, and the salivary gland. Let's start with the teeth. The teeth help in chewing and breaking down the food into smaller substances. The tooth is rooted in separate pockets in the gums. The teeth are classified into four types based on their functions. The incisors help in biting and cutting. The canines help in piercing and tearing. The molars and the premolars help in grinding and chewing. The teeth are also classified into two types based on their ages. The first set of teeth grows during infancy and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8 years. They are termed as milk teeth. The second set that replaces them is called the permanent teeth. The permanent teeth may last throughout life or fall off during old age. Also, we have another important information related to the health care of teeth. If we do not clean our mouth and teeth after eating, many harmful bacteria begin to live in it. These bacteria break down sugars present in the leftover food and then they release acids. And these acids gradually damage the teeth, and this is called tooth decay. If this is not treated in time, it causes severe toothache, and in extreme cases, it results in tooth loss. Chocolates, sweets, and other sugar products are the major culprits of tooth decay. What can one do to prevent himself from this disease? One should clean the teeth with a brush or datum, which is a dental floss, twice a day, and rinse them out after every meal. Alright, let's discuss about the tongue. The tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached at the back of the buccal cavity. The main functions of the tongue are to mix the food with the saliva during chewing, and also it helps in swallowing the food. It helps in talking, as well as the tongue has taste buds, which help it to taste food. Another important information: when we sometimes eat in a hurry talk, or laugh while eating. We cough, have a choking sensation, or get hiccups. But have you ever wondered why does this happen? This is because food particles enter the windpipe and the windpipe runs adjacent to the food pipe. The windpipe is designed to carry air from the nostrils to the lung. But in the throat, the food and the air share a common passage, which is the windpipe and the food pipe have a common passage in the throat. But there is a flap-like valve which closes the passage of the windpipe while we are swallowing. When we are swallowing, the food pipe is covered by the valve, and when we are not swallowing, the valve remains open and the way to the windpipe is open so that we can breathe. But when the food particles sometimes enter the food pipe, we feel choked and we cough. Now, if I come back to the previous slide, this one, yeah, this is a really clear diagram of what is happening. Actually, when we are breathing normally, the wind comes in through the nose and then it goes into the windpipe. But during swallowing, this valve over here, as you can see, the food is being swallowed and the valve is covering the way into the windpipe so that the food does not enter the windpipe. There is an important point to be noted here. The digestion of carbohydrates begins in the mouth, but the fats and the proteins are untouched. And why does the carbohydrates only get digested in the mouth? It is due to the presence of the salivary glands. Salivary glands secrete saliva, which helps to break down the starch into sugars. And there are three pairs of salivary glands. This chart over here is really helpful if you want to see a summarized chart of ingestion, then this is the one you're looking for. But since we have discussed all of this in detail, I'm not going to be discussing it. Alright, now since we have been talking about ingestion, why not see the mode of ingestion in another organism, which is the starfish. The starfish feeds on animals covered with hard shells of calcium carbonate, and when the shell opens, the starfish pops out its stomach through the mouth to eat the soft animal. After that, the stomach goes back into the body and the food is digested. That's all for today. If you like this video, hit the like button, share and subscribe to Easy to Go Notes if you want to see more of such videos. Also hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I release a new video. And this was the part 1 of this chapter, and the part 2 of nutrition in animals is coming out soon. So keep a lookout for that one. Thank you for listening and have a good day.